Tonight, historic win. Freo erupts in a sea of purple as fans scramble to get to the grand final. Good evening. The Fremantle Dockers' historic win in last night's preliminary final has triggered wild celebrations across Perth as the club began preparations for its first grand final. Freo fans partied into the night. Rob Scott begins our coverage.
With 14 minutes left to go, Dockers fans could taste victory.
Look at this, Lingy.
43,000 fans, Freo's biggest ever home crowd, willing on the final siren.
The reigning premiers have been knocked out, and the new team that's purple is going to the big show. The purple haze, they won't need a bus or a plane. They'll walk, they'll ride, they'll hitchhike.
Almost impossible to describe the noise in this stadium, but no one has left their seats, and they're not going anywhere until the last Fremantle Docker exits the stadium. It's just been extraordinary. I can't ever remember being in a stadium that has had this atmosphere behind it.
It was the same in the heart of Fremantle.
Best feeling in the world, mate. I guarantee you, best feeling.
Pubs were packed. Traffic outside brought to a standstill by thousands of ecstatic fans.
Not since the America's Cup win of 1983 has the Fremantle Cappuccino Strip seen scenes of jubilation quite like this.
Bloody awesome. We've been waiting so long. 19 years finally. Go Freo!
It was a moment not lost on the players this morning.
To hear and see them last night was tremendous and really gave us an extra leg.
Look at them get out of their seats.
Last night, someone sent me some vision on their phone as to what was happening in the streets of Fremantle, and it's wonderful. It's really exciting.
The Purple Army now set to march east across the Nullarbor for the most important game in Docker history.
Oh, I've got flights booked. I've been ready for this for months. It's absolutely fantastic. Come on, Freo!
We are the Freo Dockers.
What dog, we're coming for you!
Rob Scott, 7 News.
With Freo's grand final berth booked, the attention of thousands of fans has turned to getting to Melbourne. The airlines have come on board today with extra flights, but if you want to go, you'll have to be prepared to pay. Grant Taylor has the options.
The players have booked their seats at the grand final. Now it's the fans scrambling to join them at the G.
MCG, baby, here we come!
We have flights and tickets available.
Travel agents say the phone started ringing off the hook from early this morning.
We've been inundated with a lot of the Purple Dockers, people coming in wanting packages to get to Melbourne.
Dockers members who went into the ballot for grand final tickets will find out from 9 a.m. tomorrow if they were successful. For those that weren't, the AFL says there's a handful of corporate packages still available, but they're not cheap, starting at $1,500, and that doesn't include airfares or accommodation. Qantas has put on an extra 4 flights leaving Perth Thursday and Friday, but already they're almost sold out. Virgin has added another 6 planes this week, the cheapest one-way fare, $805. Tiger is a lot cheaper, but you need to be prepared to fly out tomorrow or Tuesday. And getting a room will also cost. At the budget end, the YHA has twin rooms for $112 a night, and at the other end of the scale, it's $2,775 for a suite at the Park Hyatt. Up to 2,000 fans are expected at Fremantle Oval on Tuesday for the team's last open training session. There'll be a final closed session Thursday, and then at 3 p.m. the Dockers fly out to Melbourne on a specially chartered Virgin flight. For those of us not going to the game, Perth's pubs will be a popular place to be, especially in Fremantle. The Cappuccino Strip will also be closed to traffic, with big crowds expected to watch the game on 2 big screens. And of course, you're guaranteed a seat in front of your telly with the game live and free on 7 from 12:30 Saturday. And don't miss the Brownlow medal coverage, which starts here on 7 straight after the news tomorrow night. Grant Taylor, 7 News.
When Stephen and Brad Hill run out onto the MCG on Saturday, the brothers, who grew up in the Perth suburb of Clarkson, will become the first in 101 years to play against each other in an AFL Grand Final. It means mum Stephanie has a tough decision to make: who to barrack for.
Stephen and Bradley Hill couldn't be more different.
Stephen's just a shy, sort of a quiet boy. Yeah, just a good boy, where Bradley's a bit more cheekier, outgoing, bit of a class clown.
Proud mum Stephanie faces a tough week. Come the final siren on Saturday afternoon, one son will be celebrating, the other devastated. She'll have to wear 2 scarves.
Go Freo Hawks! Always competitive, always trying to be better than the other, and yeah, Bradley still wants to beat Stephen this week and prove that he's better.
He's pretty cheeky, so I wouldn't be surprised if he has a few words to say.
Bradley is 3 years younger than Stephen, but has become an important player for Hawthorn.
Hill puts it through.
Both are potential match winners this weekend.
He only had half an opportunity, and that's all he needed.
For the first time in over 100 years, a pair of brothers will contest in an AFL Grand Final. But this is where it all started, at Anthony Werner Oval in Clarkson, where the boys would spend hours playing kick to kick.
The Hill boys are lightning fast, but as for who's quickest...
Everyone wants to see it. Just want to see them run together and see who's faster.
Obviously me, I'm faster. Nah, definitely me, I'm faster than you. We'll find out one day, I guess.
Maybe on Saturday. Ryan Daniels, 7 News.
The Fremantle Dockers are talking tough ahead of their first grand final, saying they won't be intimidated by the Hawks. And in a strange twist, the Dockers won't be wearing purple on Saturday at the MCG. The AFL leaving Freo no choice but to wear their white clash strip.
The Purple Army is planning to invade the home of football.
MCG, baby, here we come!
The Dockers, the new super team of the AFL.
We've gained respect from the football community, but you know, the ultimate respect would be to go one further, and that's what we look to do next week.
Skipper Matthew Pavlich to end the longest grand final drought of any current player.
Clearly, you know, the club's been through a lot of hard times, and I've been a part of that. You know, there are times throughout your career where you think that you may not get opportunities that you really desire.
Last night the Dockers showed great attacking flair, but it's their defensive pressure that could beat the Hawks.
We'll be asking questions of Hawthorn with our defensive pressure all over the ground, which hopefully they haven't seen this year. You know, we won't be intimidated, we won't take a backward step. The guys are really driven and hungry.
Freo expects to make no changes to their team, despite niggling injuries to Michael Johnson, Daniel Pearce and Luke McFarlane.
No, I've pulled up well. I mean, I think I came off a little bit more in the game than I normally would, I guess, typically for a game. But yeah, no issues.
The Dockers to wear white on Saturday, which has upset some of their fans. The AFL saying Hawthorn, as the highest-ranked club, gets to wear their home strip. Freo ordered to wear white shorts, which of course means a white jumper. The Dockers to fly to Melbourne on Thursday at 3 p.m. on a specially chartered Virgin plane full of family and officials. Several of their stars now with young children. But spare a thought for Garrick Ibbotson, who'll miss his date with Destiny due to Achilles surgery. Plus Mrs. Hill, mother of Stephen and Brad, who will both be playing in the season decider.
Yeah, well, I think Mum might have a bit of Hawthorn and Freo colours. So yeah, she'll be supporting both of us, and yeah, looking forward to it.